From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen.
This is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That is amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, let me talk to you about this conspiracy theory story.
Okay. Ooh,
So
I'm into it.
they did a huge poll where they were asking people about whether or not Canadians generally believe in conspiracy theories, and if so, which ones, right?
How come I never get these
I know.
surveys? I would love to participate.
I know. I'm with you.
Oh, man, this is like right up my alley.
So 79% of Canadians responded, said that they believed in at least one conspiracy theory that they brought up in the poll.
Okay. Tell me. I bet you I believe in all of them.
Okay, so here, so you tell me whether you believe in this, okay?
Yeah. Okay, go.
55% of people believe that mainstream media manipulates information.
Oh, facts. Don't believe them.
36% believe that the JFK assassination was a cover-up.
Oh, Hondo P.
34% of those polled bought into the theories that the car crash that killed Princess Diana in 1997 was an assassination.
Oh, that I don't believe.
What about the fact that scientists have found a cure for a cancer, but the government and the pharmaceutical companies will not release it?
I'm on that side.
33% said that they believe evidence of alien contact has been made but hidden from the public.
Absolutely.
32
We see them out there.
32%
Come on. You gonna tell me that's fake?
believe in the idea that COVID-19 was created as a biological weapon in a lab.
Ooh, that's a good one. So it wasn't a bat in a market.
No, I think they've established that it came from a lab, have they not?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a little sus. Okay, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm on that side.
16% believe that the 9/11 terrorist attacks were planned by the government.
Ooh. I haven't watched enough videos to sway my
It's
opinion.
very easy to go down that rabbit hole, though. 5% of respondents believe the Earth is flat.
Oh, of course. Yep. Look at the horizon, guys.
11% of people believe that the moon landing was a hoax.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of course.
Yeah.
Wind.
I know.
How did that flag?
I know.
How is that?
When you actually go and look at all that stuff now, you're like, bro, that's some
They
bad,
filmed
that's
that out in the desert.
I'm not
Okay.
saying that, but it's some bad CG. Like it's and I think that maybe at the time, like when you start thinking of like who could perpetrate such a thing, but you have to think that this was a massive move by governments who were all trying to get there first, right? Like this was a race between the communists and USA.
Like
and
they knew when they went up there that there was no gravity, right?
they
knew that.
But I don't think that they had the thought that, you know, in something like 2023, there would be independent billionaires building their own rockets. Like, I think that maybe I don't know if they thought that far ahead where you could like go up.
So it was blowing that flag around. Space wind?
Yeah, I know. I know.
on, man.
I know. So, okay. So you're a flat earther as well? Yeah. Sometimes.
All the
Not
time.
all the time. Sometimes a flat earther.
Just look at the horizon.
Yes. And what?
Explain.
Explain what?
The horizon.
How could you not explain the horizon? What's so difficult about that?
Flat.
In what way is it flat?
Horizontal. Straight line.
What happens when you get to the end?
You fall off.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Oh, TikTok. So I got to play you this clip. I'm gonna. It's so stupid.
As soon as you said TikTok, Maria's eyes and face just lit right up. Really quick, Roz, before you talk about what you want to talk about.
Yeah.
Maria, how many hours yesterday were you on TikTok?
I can probably check. My screen time? I don't know if I want to check this now anymore. Screen time. TikTok. Oof. Okay. 2 hours.
2 hours. Jesus. What were you on it yesterday?
4.
It's for research.
Yeah, okay.
It's for the show. Okay.
Maria told me over the weekend she started reading my book, and I was like, oh, thank God, I'm going to save her from TikTok. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I got sidetracked. I started reading it, and then I stopped reading it because then I just was on TikTok every night.
Okay.
So, yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Let me play this clip because I'm going to read you the headline, and this is why I don't know whether it's TikTok or Gen Z or whatever it is, but they don't get anything right. Okay? Huh? So the headline is, no offense, Maria.
It's such an old head.
Okay. Oh, no, this I'm right. This I'm right.
Here we go. Heard that before.
Okay. This I am right. Okay. So a woman posted a video talking about how she dumped her boyfriend because he refused to get her toilet paper. Okay? So that's the headline. I dumped my boyfriend because he refused to give me toilet paper.
Okay.
You tell me if this breakup happened over toilet paper or just over the fact that they're both awful.
I'm breaking up with the guy I'm dating because of what he did to me while I was on the toilet the other day. And I'm not joking. Like, I'm being so serious right now. So I'm at his house. I sit down to take a poop, right? I go to wipe. There's no toilet paper. I'm like, damn. Hey, babe, could you please grab me some toilet paper? He said no. I already told you that bathroom's out of toilet paper. Sorry. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. You told me this bathroom's out of toilet paper. Regardless, could you please just run downstairs and grab me some real fast? He said no. I already told you, like, you're gonna have to figure it out. Like, I told you already. So with in my ass, I explained to him how he's my only option. I can't walk downstairs and get the toilet paper. He's gonna have to go down and get it for me. He just is refusing. He says no. And then he asks me, did you go number 1 or number 2? Because if you just peed, you can use the towel right there to wipe. I said, there's actually no world where I will be using our bath towel to wipe my ass. No, absolutely not. And I actually can't believe you just said that to me. Like, I really can't believe that. And then he starts ignoring me. Like, I'm like, hey, please. He's just not responding. Like, he's just ignoring me. I hear his phone, like, scrolling through videos. And I get pissed. I'm like, okay, well, if you're not going to go, I'm going to start screaming for help. Like, I'm going to start screaming. He's still ignoring me. I go, help me to the neighbors. Because I'm like, bro, I need help. And he finally, fine, I'll go. What the You're so dramatic. And then he storms off, goes downstairs. He comes back, slams the door open, and he throws the toilet paper at my head. I cried. I did. And no, that's actually one of the craziest things anyone's ever done to me.
Okay. Are we to believe that this was a perfectly healthy, normal, loving relationship until the toilet paper? No.
These two hated each other.
Thank you.
Hated each other.
He's in the wrong, though. He
Thank you. It doesn't matter. They're both. What are you doing?
Yeah. They hated each other. And do you know how much hate
stand
you would have to have for that other person to, as simple as getting a roll of toilet paper, not want to get up and go get that toilet paper for that individual?
This was a horrid relationship.
Yes. They probably just finished fighting before she went to the bathroom or fought earlier in the day about something so stupid. And this was the thing that's where in his mind, the boyfriend's mind was like, you know what? I'm going to get her back. This is the moment. They're both terrible.
So perfect relationship, great relationship. Sorry that it ended until the day they ran out of toilet paper. That's what we're supposed to believe here. Yeah. That this wasn't a terrible, toxic, awful relationship.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that he threw the toilet paper at her head.
Matthew would do that.
This is what you got out of this? That it be because of that, Maria?
Well, I'm just saying, like, at that point, just toss it. Don't throw it at her head if you're mad.
The Roz and Mocha Show
podcast.
On behalf of the Roz and Mocha family, Roz.
Yes, sir.
Because people are DMing me when they realize that you won't reply to them.
Oh, what did I do?
Like, can you ask Roz this?
Oh.
And I'm like, why don't you just DM him? And like, we tried and he doesn't answer.
Oh.
But people are still obsessing over the meatball video, the meatball sandwich video that you posted on IG the other day. And they're like, can you ask Roz for the recipe? Yeah. Because it legit was a beautiful looking sandwich.
Right.
Meatball, cheese, so much sugo.
So much.
It was great.
Sugo, so much.
Is there a recipe? Or is it like very involved?
I mean, it's mine. No, it's not very involved at all. I sort of make meatballs a classic way. So I do 50% medium ground beef, 25% pork with lots of fat. And these, I think they had veal. I normally don't do it. Normally, I do 50 pork, 50 beef. Right? Veal's hard to find. Not everybody has it. And not everybody's comfortable with eating veal, whatever. So 50 pork, 50 medium ground beef.
Don't ask me about my veal intake for the year.
Because you need fat, right? And then I do meatballs. It's just I don't use fresh garlic in meatballs because I don't like the big pieces and I don't find that they cook that well. So I do like a garlic powder, salt and pepper, fresh parsley, and then I chop a whole onion. I'll put in like 1.5 eggs, depending on it. And then for breadcrumbs, what I do is I go and I get a piece of good Italian bread and I cut all the crust off and I get like a lump of it and then I soak that in milk to soften up the bread. And then I get in there with my hands and I break it all up. And then I pick it up with my hand and I squeeze the milk out of it so the bread is all super mushy. And then I throw that in there and then I mix it all together with my hands. And then I put them all in a thing and I cook them in the oven at like 350. And then while that's happening, I take a can of San Marzano tomatoes and I puree them. And then I throw that with a little bit of salt and pepper and olive oil in a pan on the stove, a low wide pan. And then so that's cooking while the meatballs are cooking. And like 20 minutes after the meatballs have been in there, I take them out and I stick them in the sauce on the pan and I cover it and I cook it for like an hour. Right.
Anybody else hungry? Man,
I'm starving.
And then I just use a bun and don't pre-toast the bun. I stick the bun on there, fill it full of meatballs, lots of sugo, and then cheese.
What kind of cheese?
I just use regular mozzarella. That's what I had, but I didn't have any parm or anything like that. But normally I'll throw some parm on there. Rox likes it with the parm. But that's my meatball recipe, and they're really great meatballs.
We all like it with the parm too.
Don't use lean meats when you're cooking meatballs.
So remember that when
fat. When they come out of the oven, that thing needs to be swimming in fat.
So we need 4 orders for tomorrow.
Yeah, okay.
Why not?
What? You know what? No, I can't tonight. Sorry.
Why? What are you so busy doing?
I'm so busy. I'm still recovering from that meatball sub is what I'm recovering. That's right.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Maury sent me something this morning. Hold on here. What was this post on, Maury, where somebody commented on
it was the wonderful video that Maria did where she was doing the half heartsy thingy.
Oh. The first message I get this morning is just it's a screenshot, and then it's a message from Maury saying derp. And the comment was, damn it, Maury got a belly now. I thought he was going to the gym.
Wow.
And then somebody replied, so what? Let the man live. And then they replied.
Who's the one that replied? Maury?
And then they replied, looks like he's already living good. It's the worst comments to wake up to.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mean me with Maury forwarding this to me. I mean, if you're somebody like Maury,
sure,
where you get that comment. I've woken up to terrible comments before that just ruined my day.
Yeah.
My whole day.
Yeah.
Ruined.
Happens to everybody. So, Maury.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Bloated. I'm full, actually.
No.
Oh, no, I thought you meant like...
When did you get that and how long did you stew over it for?
Oh, you mean how long until I replied?
Oh, you replied?
Yeah.
Why didn't you forward me that?
Because I did that after. I was in the shower stewing, and I'm like... I was in the shower stewing.
Oh my God, Maury! Listen, I'll tell you something. If I woke up to a message where somebody said that I had a belly, the last place I would go is the shower. I would put 2 house coats on and sit just like a lump where I couldn't see any form of my physical self at all. I would like vanish into the couch. I certainly wouldn't get naked and wet.
And definitely not show up to work. Show up to work the next day in an extra small shirt.
What did you write?
Hold on, I just want to... It's a medium.
Okay.
So what I wrote...
What did you write?
I wrote back to the person. I'm like, what's more shocking is that you took time out of your day to point that out.
God. Maury, how many times a day in here, off the radio, right? When it's just Roz and I in this room, do you come to us to make comments about things that you've seen, people that you know on television, on Instagram, on Facebook, and make comments to us?
Finish your thought.
No, how many times?
Well, the difference is I'm not doing it publicly. I'm with my friends. This is public.
No, I know.
So
I
what did they
know.
say back to you?
Oh,
Did they say
nothing.
anything?
Nothing.
But that's how trolls win, right? Is when you write something like that.
I know. Maria said that in the hall.
That's not how you win. Like he won. Like when some because they don't care, right? When somebody writes that stuff, they don't care.
I know, but I wanted to drop the shampoo moment, you know?
Drop the
What? Like you said, I dropped the mic. I was in the shower.
Were you thinking about the perfect response the whole time in the shower?
And I would not get out until I had one.
And your response again was what?
What's more shocking is that you took the time out of your day to write that.
You should have taken a bath. I'm gonna go on IG.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna
I know.
like the one.
Hold
the
on.
only thing I'm gonna like.
But I
is
won't
the
see your
comment.
like. You've blocked me.
Oh, true.
Life gets better.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Listen to this story. This woman in Ohio is facing jail time, a month in jail. Like, went to trial and everything, right? A month in jail.
For?
Throwing hot food at an employee at a Chipotle because she wasn't happy with her order. On top of the jail time, she is sentenced to working 2 months in a fast food joint.
Oh, damn. I think we should hand out more of those sentences. I really do.
So she could see exactly what it's like to work in one of those places.
Yep.
Because somebody recorded her like berating an employee because the food order wasn't up to what she expected and it wasn't what she thought she was getting.
Yeah.
And then turn around and threw the hot food at the employee.
Yep.
So a month in jail. She's a mother of 4 too, by the way.
Yep.
And a month in jail and now has to work in a fast food joint for 2 months. And the judge said to her during the sentencing, do you want to walk in her shoes for 2 months and learn how people should treat people? Or do you want to do your jail time? And she replied, this woman said, well, I want to walk in her shoes. And the judge was still like, okay, cool, but also jail time.
I wouldn't even want her working in the place. I'd be like, send her to the joint. I don't want her working in here.
No, she's not working at that Chipotle.
But whatever,
It's
like
ju-
any
she still has to go
place.
she still has to go to jail.
Yeah.
And she still has to work in a fast food restaurant. And then there's like 2 years probation as well on top of all that.
I saw a great meme the other day, and I think the meme the question was, who is not a cop but acts like a cop? And the response was, the person at Chipotle who makes your burrito and then leans over and tells the person you pay they had steak and chicken.
Yeah. Like, yo, be cool. But doesn't that option already exist?
Just be cool. Just say it's chicken.
Uh-huh.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
We
don't.
know steak is a premium and
Yeah,
everything, but
like,
yo,
why you
hook it
gotta
up.
tell everything?
Yeah, not everyone's asking.
No, I thought we had rapport.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Like, so what? 5 people in your day?
Yeah,
ask?
exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
Just a couple
Yeah.
couple of chunks.
Yeah. Right?
Just be cool about it.
Like, just be cool.
Right? And don't even get me started on the guac.
No, thank
Bro.
you.
Like again, guac premium.
Yes.
But when you're at a place like Chipotle,
I know.
it should be an automatic.
Just
right?
a little.
It should be just like the rice.
Yes.
It should be just like the
Yes.
beans.
Now, I'm not saying that's why the woman threw the food.
No.
Okay.
Bro, I think
I'm
I'm be on
not-
this woman's side now.
I'm not saying. But sometimes when you go into Chipotle, you're real hungry and you're like, oh man, this is like
Yeah.
what I'm craving right now. And by the end of it, you really feel wronged.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, because I think like, I'm like, because the person making it so nice and they're like, do you want a little? And I'm like, yeah, give me a little.
Especially when all the options are there.
They're all there.
Right?
And sometimes a couple pieces of steak fall into the chicken.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, oh, that combo actually looks all right. I'm like, give me a little bit of steak in there. Right?
And then you go snitch.
And then you go, snitch. I thought we had a thing.
Yeah, I thought we were cool for those 4 minutes that I was in line.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The OPP tweeted out yesterday that they pulled over an 18-year-old driver up in Stony Creek, Ontario. Shout out to Roz and Mocha fans of Stony Creek. They charged an 18-year-old with stunt driving for going 199 kilometers an hour.
Oh, my God.
Their excuse was, quote, "I'm late for the party." That's why they were speeding.
Been there.
And then I came across another video, body cam somewhere in the States, where a police officer pulled over a young lady suspected of drunk driving.
Mm-hmm.
And when they take you out of the car, they make you walk a line and do all this stuff, right? To test to make sure you are not impaired.
Yeah.
And then we get to the part of the video where the police officer says, "Can you recite the alphabet, but without singing?"
Oh, that's hard to do.
It's impossible.
And here's what happened.
You familiar with the English alphabet?
Yeah.
Could you recite the alphabet from start to finish without singing it?
Yeah.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
A C B D E F G H I F N G H I C K L M N O P H Q E S I T E.
Okay, all right.
Wow. But, okay, here's the thing. He did not say in order.
What are you, her lawyer?
Okay. He did not. He only said without singing. Did she get all the letters?
No.
Could you recite the alphabet from start to finish without singing it?
Yeah.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
A C B D E F G H.
She started by saying ACD.
H I F N G H I C K L M N O P H Q E S I T E.
Okay.
It's also very fitting that within all of that, she spelled the word hick.
The cop did say start to finish.
Yeah, but you.
Oh, she said the letter H like 6 times. Hey, come on, man. That ain't it. That ain't it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I got to play you this clip of this guy who claims to have figured out the key to happiness. Like all happiness. What would you say is the key to happiness, Mocha? What would you say, Mocha, is the key to happiness?
Living a healthy life.
Living a healthy life. Okay. What else? What does that mean, healthy life? Like not eating pogos and salt and vinegar
like you
chips?
feel great every single day.
But sometimes
which
bad
means-
things make you feel good, though.
Oh, I got it. Knowing that you are financially stable.
Okay. What does that mean to you, financially stable?
I can afford to pay my rent and or mortgage.
Okay. Okay. Shem, key to happiness in life.
Yeah, I mean, good health, financial stability.
What does financial stability look like to you?
Being able to pay your bills without stressing.
Okay. Maria?
Yeah, I would say the same thing, financial stability.
What does that look like to you?
Having a lot of money in my bank account.
Maury, I'm not even going to ask you.
I was going to say a nice body.
Okay, maybe I will. So you think that everything just hinges, all life's happiness hinges on having a nice body?
Because nice body comes with, compliments.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Endorsements.
Okay. So here is, according to this guy, the key to happiness.
You don't need better relationships or a better job to be happy. You need $1,000 a day. That's $365,000 a year. That's where happiness comes from because everything costs $1,000 now. Do you want a Christmas tree? It's $1,000. Do you want to go somewhere on a train or a plane or a boat? That's $1,000. Do you want a chair? It's $1,000. New work clothes? $1,000. Brunch? $1,000. You're going to need a lot of thousands. That's the world we live in, and that is where happiness comes from.
Hey, is he
He's not wrong.
Yo, I rate that guy. I rate that guy hard.
Outside of the brunch comment, he's not wrong.
Is $1,000?
Yo, we talking some good brunch. Yo, we eating.
Are we all in agreement that at $1,000 a day is the key to happiness?
Yep.
We're all saying yes.
Then, Roz, you should be so happy.
I'm miserable, Maury.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Red Lobster is feeling it now.
Oh, no. Why? What happened to Red Lobster?
So, they have their endless shrimp promotion. They've been doing this for the past 18 years, right? And it's been a big hit for Red Lobster. Been amazing.
Yeah.
Right? And part of the goal is to bring in new customers who will want to return even after the promotion's done.
That's a lot of shrimp, though. How much shrimp can you eat?
Let me tell you.
They're small.
The latest round of endless shrimp
Yeah.
at Red Lobster is the key reason for their close to $11 million loss in the third quarter of 2023. So many people came through to take advantage of the $20 Red Lobster endless shrimp.
Right.
That they're taking a hit now.
Oh, I think I saw something where wasn't somebody pissed off because once you order the Red Lobster endless shrimp, the waiter like hovers around the table to make sure nobody else in your family has even one of your shrimp.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they get charged too.
Well, because you can't be shellfish.
It's no sharesies. For $20. Guests could choose
That
2
was a
shrimp to
good
start
one.
off with
You know,
and keep
that was
ordering.
actually kind of good.
Coconut shrimp, linguine Alfredo, grilled shrimp skewers.
Wait a second. So on the endless shrimp, the linguine is part of the endless bucket?
Bro, if it comes to shrimp, yeah.
How did you just say linguine?
Linguine.
You said longuine.
Listen.
He's so shook.
Listen, that's what they used to call me in high school.
Okay, that was funny.
That's a nickname you got to earn, Maria. Okay?
All right, then.
That's a t-shirt right there. They call me Longuini.
Please buy that.
Ask about me. Anyway, so for the past 18 years, Red Lobster been doing endless shrimp and trying out different things to bring people in.
Yeah.
And this latest round,
It's not good.
$11 million
It's not good.
in losses.
Because I don't think they make a lot off the bar either, right? Like oftentimes places will do these big giant deals because they can just then make some money off the bar. But like people are going in and ordering fountain Coke at Red Lobster. Like it's not like they're sitting there.
Yeah.
But how is Olive Garden not losing money on their endless salad?
Well, because lettuce is way less of a loss than shrimp. Endless shrimp.
Yeah. Let us discuss, Maury. Stop being so shellfish.
You know what?
That's such a good joke.
Thanks.
You know what?
I just came up with it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Oh, hey, can I play a clip real quick? Mm-hmm. Let me play this clip from The Golden Bachelor last night. I've seen a lot of proposals go down on the Bachelor series. A lot. I used to be heavy into this show. You know where they got to bring somebody up and then let them down, but they got to kind of string them along when they tell you that you're not the one, and then the proposal happens. The Golden Bachelor last night, Jerry, may have pulled off what could be my absolute favorite proposal in the entire Bachelor franchise.
No.
Yes, without question. And this
What did he do?
This is only something that would come from the mind of a man, not the boys that are on this show that you normally see. I mean, a man.
Wow, you respect this guy, huh?
Listen to my man, Jerry.
How old is Jerry?
72?
Yeah. No wonder you
72.
like him.
Shut up.
Okay.
Shut up.
Okay.
All respect to Jerry. Let the man speak.
I got to the point with the questions I had asked myself about how did I get here and is she the right girl? And I came to the realization that you're not the right person for me to live with.
Oh, Jerry.
You're the person that I can't live without.
Oh my God.
Come on.
That was so good.
I'm never going to stop believing that every day I choose you.
Oh my God.
Jerry.
Will you marry me?
Do you think that pause was actually that long in that moment?
No.
Or do you think that they extended it for television?
I think Yeah, I think they did that for TV.
You think so?
Yeah.
Do you think he came up with that line, or was that given to him by the writers?
I like to think he came up with it.
Yeah, I think he
right?
came up with it.
I think he came up with
But
it.
I don't
that
think the pause. That was a long. Let me see how long that pause was.
I think he forgot what he was saying.
You think? Oh, Shem.
71, 72?
A person for me to live with.
Okay, so hold on. So we got that until he says.
Here's a visitor.
Okay, so if I. That 8-second pause.
That's an 8-second hang.
That's
Right?
it. That's it. Like put it in reverse, Jer. That wasn't done on purpose.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hello, Roz and Mocha.
My boys, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm on my way to work right now. Figured I'd check in with you guys.
Oh, okay.
Cool, man.
What's your name?
Michael, I'm the guy who moved back from Vernon to Toronto.
Oh, okay.
Right
What's
on.
going on with you today?
I'm on episode 436 of my second pass through your podcast.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And it's really fun because it's kind of this moment of reflection. This is right around when Roz announced, and it's the lead up to releasing A Little Bit Broken.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the
Yeah.
memoir. Okay,
So-
yeah.
Yeah, so I can pick out now, listening through again, all the little hints that you threw in, Roz.
Oh,
Yeah.
like the Easter eggs
Yeah.
prior to announcing the memoir.
Yeah.
Like all the times when Roz was like, "Oh, maybe I'll put that in my memoir."
Yeah, or when he said that he was just writing.
Oh, yeah.
Because there were a lot of times when he's like, I've broken 3 Apple keyboards.
Wow.
Which was true. I wrote 3 chapters of that book with an M that popped off every time I used it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember, I don't know if you guys did this, because I started my second pass through of the podcast when you guys were around maybe episode 630 or 650.
Yeah.
In the lead up to when the book was released, Roz was saying he didn't know how he would tell the stories that he told in the book, so he wanted to tell them there, and then maybe at a later point, you and Mocha, Roz, would start discussing it more when I think everybody read through your book. And I don't know if there was ever like a specific moment where you guys sat down and went through what he wrote about.
So in an effort to not spoil anything from the book for anyone who has yet to read the book, we talked about things kind of like loosely without giving away story endings or anything like that, which you might hear like in later podcast episodes. We've alluded to things and we've asked questions to Roz about certain things, but in a way where it wouldn't spoil a particular part of the book or a story.
Yeah, I get that. There were episodes I remember right after it released where people called in and they were asking about some things from the book, and Roz opened up a bit more about them.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the fun things going back as well is listening to the Burns all over again, listening to Maury's one-liners.
Sick burns never get old.
No, they don't. No, they don't. There was a point where I sat there and I thought, okay, if I ever go through a third time, I need to like timestamp these and make a dashboard.
Yeah, please do, Michael. That dedication deserves its flowers, man. Please do that.
No, it would be funny. It would just be like every time you guys react to the slow-mo, every time Roz just incinerates Maury, every time Maury's cried, because I know you love that, Roz.
I love it.
It's so fun listening to you guys. And you guys keep me company throughout the whole day, every day. I love it. Thank you so much for what you do.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you for your dedication to the show, to the podcast, and keeping us with you every single day. We appreciate you.
I appreciate you guys, too. Have a great day.
Thanks,
You too. Hey, before we let you go, between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
The third time I've answered it, still you, Roz, baby.
Thank you. Only one counts, though.
All right, man. I know you love hearing it, though.
Yeah, I do. You're
Later,
right.
dude.
Later, man.
Take it easy, guys.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Well, Beyonce's Renaissance movie is finally out in theaters. She did a big premiere in London last night.
I saw Taylor Swift like flew in just for that and just like flew right home.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Taylor
She
was
had to. Beyonce went to hers.
Yeah,
kicking
I know,
it
I
in
know.
Kansas with her boyfriend, Travis Kelce,
Gotta do it.
and paid the favor back, I guess,
Yeah.
for her friend, because Beyonce, as Maury said, showed up to Taylor Swift's film premiere in L.A. So Taylor did the same thing. And Dan Mori was at one of the premieres, one of the Canadian premieres last night.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. And like in the theater, talking to fans, recording with fans while it's happening.
Is that frowned upon at all or no? I guess
Didn't
it's a
seem
different
that anyone-
experience,
Not-
right?
not
I guess
for
it's just a
this.
different experience.
I think it was
yeah.
Lord of the Rings, maybe.
Yeah.
Describe the atmosphere.
Okay. It was like a party. Okay? Like people weren't just watching, eating their popcorn. Everyone was dancing. Everyone is clapping. It was an event.
But were there some people that were like treating it like a movie where they just wanted to sit and watch it
No
with
one.
popcorn? Nobody.
Nobody.
Okay.
So it was
People were standing. They were serving alcohol in the theater.
Oh, amazing. Were people dressed up the way they dress up for concerts?
Like 80% of the people there were dressed up like they were going to the Beyonce concert. Glitter, cowboy hats, everything.
Wow. Okay.
You did the math? Or was it really two people?
Oh, stop it.
I'm just kidding. Dan Mori at the Renaissance premiere last night.
Hey, we're in the theater right now. The Beyonce Renaissance tour movie is literally playing right in front of us, and you're dancing in the aisle. How fun is this?
I'm having an amazing time, and I'm just embracing the moment. I already went to the concert, but this feels just like it because now I get to see everything that I missed during the concert or everything that I can't remember because it was such a great time.
Dude, you're like bopping in your chair right now watching the Beyonce movie. How much fun are you having?
I'm having so much fun, bro. My girlfriend, she loves Beyonce, bro. I bought her the perfume recently, and I'm having so much fun.
You're also filming. I think that's illegal.
Oh my God, Mort.
Yeah. Snapchat, bro. It's for my baby, bro. I want her to watch the video later.
I'm having so much freaking fun. Like, this is my first ever, like, concert, like, cinema thing, so it's freaking amazing.
You like acting like you're at a concert.
I'm too freaking busy. That's my technique.
Yes.
That's my technique. Ooh.
And there it is. The end of the movie. The credits are rolling. What'd you think?
Applause. A round of applause. A round of applause. You have to clap, you have to mute, you have to dance, you have to release the wiggle, you have to do every single damn thing she tells you to because that is part of the experience.
Was it 10, 10, 10s across the board?
It was 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 across the board.
I had so much fun. Oh my God. I feel like everybody could hear me from my freaking seat. It's Beyonce.
Do you think this was better than Taylor Swift's movie?
I mean, is that even a question?
Uh-oh.
It's the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
This is like life-changing.
Was this emotional for you?
Everything about Beyonce is emotional for me.
Was this an emotional experience for you?
Yes. Oh, of course. This is Beyonce. This is the soul. This is the heart. This is the mind.
The Renaissance tour movie, yes.
Incredible. Amazing.
When you're sitting in a theater and you see Beyonce closer than you can ever get to her, girl, what's that like?
It is an outer-body experience, child. Like, it is just, I can't even explain to you what I just witnessed.
How much fun did you have tonight?
It was amazing. I had so much fun. The way it was edited, the way that you could see all the different outfits, all the different cities, the way that it was spliced together, and also just the backstory of how the tour came to be, as well as like just seeing her creative process was such like an interesting experience.
What was your favorite song that she did tonight in this movie?
Heated.
And how does that go?
Tip, tip, tip on hardwood floors. 10, 10, 10s across the board. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Liberated, living like we ain't got time. Yada, 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 yada. Yada, 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 bum, bum, ka, ka.
Yes!
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Yep.
Jeremy Allen White, Carmi from The Bear, also in the new Iron Claw movie, the wrestling movie coming out on December 22nd with Zac Efron. Yo, he's such a nice guy. So he's out in LA and steps out from wherever it is he was, and a bunch of fans are waiting, including paparazzi that submitted for TMZ, right?
Yeah. They always ask the best questions.
And let me play for you. So first of all, Jeremy Allen White, nice guy, walks up, signs a bunch of autographs, and answers every single question from this one
Really?
paparazzi.
He does not strike me as that type.
Every single one. And at one point, he even like, the woman asked him a question. He was like, pardon? And then she asked it again. And he answered, even as he was walking away.
Okay.
So listen to this exchange between paparazzi and Jeremy Allen White about the Iron Claw wrestling movie that's coming out at the end of the month. And tell me, this paparazzi She is like the female version of me if I were to catch Jeremy Allen White out in the streets and ask him like nothing but wrestling questions.
Hey Jeremy, how you doing? Were you a wrestling fan before your movie?
I wasn't super familiar, no.
Are you a wrestling fan now?
I am a wrestling fan.
Do you foresee either you or Zac Efron getting into wrestling for real?
Getting into it for real?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm capable.
You didn't do any of your own stunts in the film.
Can I get you down here? We did our own stuff in the film, yeah.
You did.
Can I get
you feel like you learned a lot of skills, or like?
I think I learned a little bit.
If Zac wanted to get into wrestling, could he be bigger than The Rock or John Cena?
I don't know enough about it to speak on. Can I get these ones too?
Can I ask one last thing?
Sure.
A lot of people don't take wrestling as a sport seriously.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like fake. Should they take wrestling as a sport seriously?
I mean, it's a super athletic sport. Yeah, of course. I mean.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you have to be an athlete to compete.
Did your body type look the same before you did this movie?
Did my body type look the same?
Like, were you as in shape before His body this was film? tight and Shane was also.
I was in okay shape before, but I think I put on some weight for.
Did Zac motivate you?
I love you, definitely did.
Thank you.
So he's walking away, and she's like, "Did Zac motivate you?" And he said, "Yeah, he definitely did." As he's walking away,
yeah,
but he answers every single
That
question.
is a huge wrestling fan. Like, that's a lot of wrestling questions.
I know, yeah.
So annoying, that voice, though.
Right? But
Bro, I don't know, Shem. I think we need to invite her to the group chat.
I'm not gonna lie, I would ask all the same questions.
But I think the difference is, though, had she said, "Were you a wrestling fan before doing this?" Had he said, "Oh my God, yes," then I understand all wrestling questions.
You keep going on.
But he said no. Well, do you think he would be bigger than John Cena? I don't know.
But how nice is he to still like be polite and answer all the questions?
Yeah, he's still relatively new, though. You know what I mean? Like, he's not superstar yet. He is. He's not superstar yet.
I think it's incredibly smart, though, to do what he did, because you know that video is going to end up somewhere, so why not do that and look good?
And he's got a movie to promote that's a wrestling movie, and, you know, I don't know.
Oh, man. Now when he doesn't answer questions, you may look at as a douche.
Yeah, no, and you don't want to look like a douche. You got a wrestling movie to promote. Of course he's going to entertain wrestling questions, but she got real deep.
Yeah,
you know?
I respect it. I respect it.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I'm looking at the, have you heard of Cosmix?
Cosmix?
What McDonald's is doing?
No.
So it's like an offshoot restaurant that they're opening, and they got one ready to go that's almost ready to go in Illinois, and apparently there was a bunch of people, actors out there shooting the commercials for it.
Okay.
So Cosmic, years ago, I don't even know if you're going to remember this, McDonald's had like an alien mascot named Cosmic. So it was COSMC, right? Like McDonald's Cosmic, right?
COSMC.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't. There was a mascot from years ago. I don't know. But anyway, so it's a whole new restaurant.
Okay.
And
no, this mascot means nothing.
It
to
means
me.
nothing to you. Okay, cool.
Is it different food?
Yeah. So somebody on Twitter shot the drive-through menu with their phone. And some of the items on the drive-through menu include there's a lot of iced teas, lemonades, slushies, sandwiches. There's a churro frappe, a turmeric spice latte, and something called a blueberry ginger boost. And then they have like...
Hold on. So is this like a mix of Booster Juice and Starbucks?
Yeah. So there's a spicy queso sandwich, and then the sausage McMuffins and everything else. So it's sort of an extension of, I guess, like their McCafe, but they're going after Starbucks with it.
It sounds like to-go stuff. It sounds like grab and go.
Yeah, but it's an actual
McDonald's is
restaurant.
anyway.
Yeah.
No, but you're not waiting for them to make it. It sounds like you just go and take it from the fridge.
I don't know. No. There's like a whole thing there. There's something called a sour cherry energy boost.
Oh.
There's a lemonade. There's
Why is everyone
sour.
turning up their nose right now?
I know. Blackberry mist green tea.
Well, that sounds good.
I'll have that. What else?
Something called an island pick-me-up punch.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of sounds fun.
Yeah.
I don't care what's in it.
a berry hibiscus sour aid.
That sounds
Yo, legit, everything on there is sour. All their drinks.
God, yeah. Blueberry, the churro frappe, the popping pear slushy, cold brew frap, pomegranate hibiscus slushy.
Ooh,
It's a lot of drinks.
It's a lot of drinks, yeah. The turmeric spice latte, a s'mores cold brew.
There you go. There you go.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'll pass on that one.
I'll take 2.
They have I think a creamy avocado something sandwich, tomatillo sandwich.
Oh, tomatillo is a kind of a tomato.
A creamy avocado and tomatillo sandwich. I don't know. And then they have like their McFlurries and like cookies, and everything on the menu looks very sweet. Like very.
Bro,
summer
if
Very
you're hoping
sweet.
for an endorsement deal with these guys,
I'm just saying.
it ain't happening.
Everything looks extremely sweet.
You're not going to be selling cosmics online anytime soon, bro.
I don't know though, but to just reinvent, I don't know. Apparently the drive-through too, this one in Illinois, is 4 lanes. 4 lanes.
Wow.
It's like a toll booth, right? It's like crossing the border.
So they think that this is going
4
to take
lanes.
off.
I guess. I don't know.
So much.
I don't know.
Or just to encourage people to use the drive-through.
Yeah, I guess.
Right?
I guess.
Maybe
but-
there's no seating inside. I
and
don't know.
from the menus that I saw, there's no coffee.
Oh,
You named a whole bunch of lattes.
No, the cold brew, that's coffee.
Yeah, you named a ton of
But
coffee.
you mean like a traditional?
thank you.
Yo, give me a small coffee with milk.
Well, you go to
Or milk
McDonald's
and
for
sugar or
that.
whatever.
Yeah, I know, but still, though, everything on here looks so sweet.
And I wonder the location of these cosmics, if they're going to be situated where it might be across the street from McDonald's, from a existing McDonald's.
Yeah,
right?
I
If
don't-
it's going
I
to be
don't
within
know.
the
I
same
don't know.
couple of block radius from a regular McDonald's.
Yeah. What do you think's in an island pick-me-up punch, Shem? What do you think's in that? An island
I'm gonna
pick-me-up
go
I know for sure.
passion fruit,
Uh-huh.
rum.
They're not going to serve rum.
Why not, man?
At Cosmics? No, come on, be serious, Shem. I mean, that would
Drink
be
and
pretty
drive
lit.
if you're going to the drive-through, Shem.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Why not what? Drink and drive?
Well, no, you can be a passenger.
Yeah. Shem, your endorsement deal? I'll do that too.
I know nobody's getting this money.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Somebody online yesterday leaked the new Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer.
Oh, yeah?
And Rockstar Games, they were going to do this big thing today to release the trailer.
Who has that, I wonder? How do you...
Is it real or AI?
Oh, it's real. They released the trailer. They released additional game footage. They also released maps for the game.
Oh, damn.
So then Rockstar went into hyper mode and had it taken down. But obviously everyone started screen grabbing and screen recording. So then they ended up, Rockstar, the makers of Grand Theft Auto, ended up just releasing the trailer.
Of course. Yeah.
Right?
But they want the clicks.
Yeah, they definitely do. So it's set in Florida, in Miami.
Lucia, do you know why you're here? Bad luck, I guess.
So the protagonist in this game, she gets, I don't know if she gets released or she busts out of prison. But her name's Lucia. And then clips in this are just kind of showing all different things happening in and around Florida. The beach, South Beach.
Is it a violent trailer or no? They don't show that
you know
stuff
what?
in the trailer.
This one,
Yeah.
it makes it look very nice.
Really, huh?
Yeah.
She goes and gets a work placement.
There's one part
meets
where
with
it
a
looks
parole
like,
officer.
Yeah, there's one part where her and maybe her boyfriend or whoever
Doesn't go back to a life of crime.
Oh no, she does.
Oh.
Yeah. Lucy, they bust into a convenience store wearing balaclavas and a gun. They got guns.
Yeah,
but you don't see them steal any cars, right? But yeah, Rockstar, they were pissed. They were so pissed. But now, the only thing that people were wondering is okay, when are we going to get this game? And at the end of the trailer, it says coming in 2024.
I thought it was 2025.
Sorry, 2025.
Yeah.
It's arriving.
Yeah.
It says sometime. It just says 2025.
Do you have the option to play a character who comes out of the joint fully reformed and then gets a job at a pillow factory and you just work the line all day and
I don't think that there's a side mission for that.
Make sure you don't take a lunch that's too long so the foreman yells at you and threatens to call your PO.
Well, you just
and,
need Second Life or
and,
something.
and all this
That's
stuff.
the game you need.
I just there's no I just want somebody to
Play
be
Farmville.
reformed. I just want somebody to be reformed in
Just
Grand
download
Theft Auto.
Sims.
No,
Yeah, totally. That's exactly what you need.
because they're not criminals. I want somebody to go in the come out a new person.
What's the one on Switch? Animal Crossing?
No,
That's what you need. You
I
just
don't
to go
need
back to
animal.
that.
I don't need that because they're not criminals, right?
So you want to get
You
out
don't
of
start-
jail?
You don't start Animal Crossing with a guy who just did time and then you got to build your hut on an island. What I want is in Grand Theft Auto for there to just be like show all sides.
Like Grand Theft Auto Redemption.
Yes, thank you.
So you want to show up, like the game
Yes.
starts, you're in prison.
Yes.
You get out.
Right.
And then you have to live a quote unquote normal life.
Yes, where you have to go to like I think it should start in front of the parole board where you then get options of like what to say, right?
Sure.
Like they ask you questions and then you get
And then-
those
but then
options
you
at the
could get
side.
denied.
You could get denied.
What
but
if it's the game is you return the cars to people?
No, I don't want. I just want somebody to be reformed. That's all, right? Like just give me a game with those graphics where it's like real cool.
I don't think that would sell.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, where like you spend, I don't even know, like an entire weekend just going bank to bank trying to get a loan.
That's my life.
Right? That's the game I want to play.
So boring. That's so boring.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So it's that time of year where everyone, Roz, is submitting their Spotify year-end Wrapped and most listened to podcasts. So on DMs, we've just been getting inundated with the amount of minutes that people have been submitting, how long they've been listening to the Roz and Mocha Show, how we are, for a lot of people, their number one podcast, right?
Yep.
And appreciate it so much. But I want to talk to Nicole because her stats are pretty staggering. Hey, Nicole, how are you? It's Roz and Mocha.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Nicole said this, my Spotify stats are insane. Over 35,000 minutes and a top 1% fan. But here's the kicker. I only started listening in July.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It's been a short time since I found the pod, but there's a reason these numbers are so high. The amazing group of people, Roz, Mocha, Maury, Shemi, and Maria, came into my life at the perfect time and have helped me through, hands down, the absolute most difficult time of my life. I will forever be grateful to you all beyond words, and I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you more than anything for helping me find laughter and a smile in a time it felt impossible. You're all amazing and appreciated. Keep doing what you do. So big up to you, Nicole.
Wow.
Thank you for all those minutes. The Roz and Mocha Show has been in existence for over 14 years now. How long ago did you discover us? And how is it only that the summertime you knew we had a podcast?
So I have, I've known about you guys for quite some time. I knew Roz from ET Canada, and Mocha, I used to listen to you when you were on the local station here. I'm in Waterloo.
Oh, water.
Yeah, Lou.
Hey. Okay.
Yeah, so I knew of both of you, and, you know, I would see your ads and everything, but unfortunately KISS doesn't come in here. So I became an Uber driver in the past year. So I spent a lot of time on the road on my own, and to be honest, pretty bored. So I started listening to podcasts fairly recently, and yeah, yours came up as a suggestion, and I knew that I would enjoy listening to you guys, but I didn't expect kind of what I found, which was more than a distraction, but it just your show became something that I look forward to, that truly brought me joy in my day. It's just been such a fantastic, weird to say, but experience getting to know you guys and listening to your show, and I just absolutely love it. You guys are amazing.
What were we distracting you from? Are you okay with sharing that? Like, you don't have to, but if you're comfortable talking about it.
Yeah, sure. I'll kind of just give a broad, it's just one of those situations where many different things were going on in many different aspects of my life all at once. Mm-hmm. It was one of those, just as you're getting your head above water, the undertow came and was pulling you back down again. My mother became ill. I was going through a divorce. I was in a car accident. It was just a lot of stuff. Yeah. And I brought you guys along with me throughout my day, working doctor's appointments while I was at home cooking for my kids. And I just had you in my ear at first, to be honest, in my AirPods, just kind of not to be alone with my thoughts is kind of how it started. Not to get too dark, but, you know, when things are, you kind of need that distraction. But I didn't expect to be busting a gut, crying, laughing, crying from, to be honest, last night I was listening to Maury's cries being ranked, and oh my God, that was hilarious and endearing and heartwarming and everything all at once.
but it's like his voice and everything is my life. Sorry.
That was funny.
So are you listening while you're driving Uber? Are you listening to the show then as well?
I absolutely am, which I was going to say, as much as, I enjoy the colorful language that can be used from time to time, I'm very thankful that your podcast is friendly in that way, that I'm able to listen to it while I'm working. And I've got passengers on it. I've got my mom listening now. I've got my 15-year-old daughter listening. I'm spreading the word. So I'm just really thankful, and I'm really grateful. And you've got a lifelong fan and friend in me. And I mentioned to my daughter that it's one of the strangest things that I never would have expected, that even though we've never been in the same room, just even through the advice you've given to other people, it's amazing how I feel like you have my back. It's just the coolest, most wonderful community, and the way you guys are able to connect with your listeners is just, it's really special. And there's a reason you've been able to do this for so long. And I'm so appreciative. Very appreciative.
Nicole, we do this show for you. We come in here every single day and we do this show for people like you, people who need a laugh, people who need a distraction, people who need some enjoyment in their lives, anything like that. Yes. So we are always here for you. That's why we release a podcast episode every single day of the week now. But it's for people like you, people who need us. And we're
so appreciated.
And we appreciate you like a ton, more than you'll ever know.
That means a lot. Thank you so much.
Are you a 5-star driver?
I absolutely am. You bet.
Good
Over
for you.
3,000 rides.
Wow,
5 stars.
3,000.
Hey!
Shout out to you.
All right,
thank
Nicole,
you.
well, you've listened to the podcast 35,000 minutes. So you have to know that before we let you go, between Roz and Mocha, Nicole, who is your favorite?
Okay, so I'm a very indecisive person, so this decision actually means a lot. I'm going to say, just because I have such a hard time choosing favorites. You guys are spaghetti and meatball, peanut butter and jelly, apple pie with the scoop of vanilla ice cream. You are better together, but I have to say, hands down, pants down, Roz is my favorite.
Wow, thank you.
Because he's a
You're
spaghetti
very
mom.
Oh, yeah, I know. I was just gonna say, Mocha didn't even flinch when you called him a meatball.
Meatballs are delicious. Nicole, we love you. Welcome to the Roz and Mocha Show family. You mean everything to us.
This meant so much to me. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much, guys.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Who just sighed right now?
I did.
What the hell's the matter with you?
I'm tired.
From what?
I was up
What do
watching.
you got going on?
I was up late watching The Santa Claus. And then we were Googling because apparently it was filmed in Oakville, Ontario. So we found the house on Google Maps.
Oh.
And then what? You drove out there?
No.
Oh. Cool.
Yeah, great. That's a hell of a way to spend a night. But the Santa Claus is like, it's on like all the time, isn't it? Like, can't you just like find it? Like, why do you guys stay up late on?
Are you talking about the one with
Tim Allen?
Tim Allen?
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
But Matthew
classic.
was dying of laughter as though he was watching it for the first time.
It's a great movie.
My favorite. That's called the Christmas Spirit, Maury. I don't know if you know this, man.
I love that movie. Because Cruz only got into it last year, right?
Oh,
He's
yeah,
6
yeah,
now,
yeah.
so
That's
all
awesome.
these classics. So he only got into it last year. And I always die close to the beginning when Tim Allen's trying to make dinner and like he burns up everything.
Right.
And then he takes his kid to Denny's and they
Yes.
show up to Denny's. And when he walks in, he's sitting down with his kid at the table and looking around. And it's all the other single dads who screwed up dinner.
Yes.
Yes. That's right. That's right.
They apparently filmed that on Rutherford Road.
What's the other one that I like that Tim Allen did that's really good? Is it Christmas with the Cranks?
Yes, he
Is
did.
that?
That was
yeah.
also on yesterday.
Remember when
Wait, question.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to like Tim Allen still?
Yeah. Why wouldn't you like Tim
'Cause
Allen?
remember there was all that stuff like the Home Improvement with Pamela Anderson and like he was being like.
Oh, when he showed his way.
Right.
I mean, Morgan Wallen.
Facts.
Okay. Right?
Facts. Yeah. By comparison, you know what?
I forgot about that for a second.
I think anyone, by comparison, you always have to bring up Morgan Wallen.
Yeah, listen, I'm not saying that people shouldn't be able to sort of continue on, but I think that people hated Tim Allen long before that, though.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Santa Claus and Christmas with the Cranks.
Yeah, you know that Did I tell you how much Tim Allen used to charge Disney to go and do a junket for one of those movies? Like so I was supposed to interview.
They don't have that's not obligation.
I
Part
thought
of their
that's
contract?
what I was going to ask. I thought they don't get paid for that.
No. No. So what I mean is that when they were going to do press for, I think it was years ago, it was one of the Toy Story movies or something like this.
Yeah.
And they were going to have it in New York. Okay. All the actors live in Los Angeles. They were going to have it in New York. And it was easier to fly the amount of press that they had to fly in and land all them in New York as opposed to flying all of them to Los Angeles and everything else. And Disney moved the whole junket operation from New York to Los Angeles.
Oh.
Because to get Tim Allen from Los Angeles to New York, okay, to do the junket. So Tim Allen on a plane, Los Angeles to New York. He was billing Disney $175,000.
What?
Private jet.
What?
His styling bill, okay? Tim Allen.
Uh-huh.
Hair and makeup.
Bro, come on. You're so basic, though.
$45,000.
45 grand? Come on, man.
It was $45,000
Like
for hair and makeup.
you can get a decent suit of Harry Rosen, bro.
Right? It was
Or
40.
Moors.
That's not clothes. That's hair and makeup.
My
So
hair
they just
doesn't
run a
even
comb
cost
through your
that
hair,
much
right?
money.
Because what happens is these people, they have all their friends, right? Their stylist friends, their barber's been doing their hair. And once a year, they get to pull in a big payday because Tim Allen gets to bill whatever movie company he's doing.
Oh, you want to take care of your people.
Yes. So it was cheaper for them to move everyone from New York to Los Angeles than it was for them to get Tim Allen from Los Angeles to New York.
But I guess that happens all the time because a lot of celebrities will only use their hair and makeup.
Yes, and it's a big payday when it happens. But Tim
You know
Allen
what,
was
though?
at that level, though.
I'm going to side with Tim Allen on
Yeah,
this.
right? I sort of do, too.
Like, if I had that opportunity, of course, I'm going to take care of the people around me.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But $45,000?
Listen, if they're going to give a barber $45,000 to do Tim Allen's toupee, right? I'm not saying the man wears a toupee,
Listen,
right? But I'm just saying.
If I'm in a position to get the bag for other people in my life,
dude.
Sure.
Dude. Right?
Of course.
Yes. Yes, that's what you do. Once a year, twice a year. Come on up. Free hotel, staying at the Ritz, all this stuff.
Like I'm calling my hat guy.
Yeah.
I'm calling my barber.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I'm calling my plug at Foot Locker.
Everybody.
Like every single person.
Yes.
We're all getting this paper.
Yeah, and that's how it used to work. Wow. Back in the day when they used to pay that kind of money. And before that, before they got wise and they were like, we'll just do the whole thing in Los Angeles, he would bill them and they would pay it back. Like that's just the world that Tim Allen
I
lived
wonder
in.
if I could charge that for my hair.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. No, but that was the world that he lived in.
Sorry.
Right?
Sorry, was that out loud?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Anyway.
Tim
that was
Allen
the
with the
world.
cheat code.
You take care of your people.
Of course.
Right?
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Former Saturday Night Live star Casey Wilson, who was in a few of the episodes of the Santa Clauses. This was the television show based on the Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got a podcast called Bitch Sesh. And she went off on Tim Allen. Let me read you some of the stuff that she said about Tim Allen. Yeah. So she was playing, I guess, the grown-up version of his kid in the show.
Okay.
And she goes, Tim Allen was such a bitch.
What?
It was the truly single worst experience I've ever had with a co-star. Huh. She goes on to say that there was one part where she was supposed to mistake Santa as an intruder, I guess, as he's coming down the chimney. She goes, so I'm throwing things at him, and then he goes over to the producer, who was standing 4 feet from me, and says, I hear him. He says, you got to tell her to stop stepping on my lines. Then the producer turns to me and goes, Tim would like you to stop stepping on his lines. While they're all standing right there.
Say it to my face.
She goes. She also claimed that everybody on set was walking around Tim Allen. Everybody, and it made everyone frantic. He goes, when he was done, she continued, he was so effing rude. Never made eye contact. Never said anything. It was uncomfortable. But when he was done filming for the day, apparently he let everyone know by yelling, leaving. and then he took off his Santa cape, threw it on the floor, and walked out. And then they bring a stand-in to put Tim Allen's cape on, and then he stands there and she does her lines to the stand-in, and then somebody walked up to her and goes, "You're actually seeing Tim on a good day."
Oh my God. Bro, Tim Allen going to end up on the naughty list for sure.
I mean, I don't think
be out here
anybody's
representing Santa like that.
ever said great things about Tim Allen.
Damn.
But yeah, she went off on him.
You're Buzz Lightyear.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.